Most celebrity chefs have at least one food they can't stand. Alton Brown hates truffle oil, and you won't likely find him utilizing the pungent ingredient in his recipes. Scott Conant famously told a Chopped contestant about his aversion to raw red onions, and when he uses them they've got to be caramelized, cooked, pickled, or otherwise tamed. Chrissy Teigen took to Twitter with her hatred of hummus, and based on her many tweets voicing her very strong dislike, it's highly unlikely that she would ever prepare a meal using the ingredient. Then there are the chefs who have expressed their hatred for a specific food but cook with it anyway. Lying in Hollywood is far from unheard of. Even though these celebrity chefs can't stand ingredients like bananas, eggs, or green bell peppers, they still use them in their recipes, and sometimes show up on cooking shows with the creations. Many A-list movie and television actors such as George Clooney, Robert Pattinson, and Anne Hathaway have lied about several personal details in order to get roles. Which celebrity chefs refuse to eat what they cook? A few of these might surprise you. Bobby Flay says no to lentils. Celebrity chef Bobby Flay has been pretty outspoken about his hatred of durian, a notoriously stinky Southeast Asian fruit. But few people know how much he hates lentils. He told the New York Times that most people are shocked when they learn he dislikes the tiny legume. While lying is generally not a good thing, these specific falsehoods have either led to a movie or TV show that sent their careers in the right direction or got them out of a rut in the entertainment industry. One common detail that actors often lie about is their age. His aversion is so strong that he banned them from his restaurant Bar Americain. Although, he does admit that, there are a lot of lentil fans out there, and his chefs ran lentil specials every time he went on vacation. Sure enough, lentils don't appear on any of his restaurant's menus, but he does have a few recipes featuring the ingredient. This topic has been long debated in connection to Hollywood since many actors, no matter how accomplished they are, have been turned down for major roles based on how old they are. He cooked a warm lentil salad with roasted beets and goat cheese on The Early Show, and it must be something of a signature recipe because it also appears on the Food Network. Rather than reshape their faces with plastic surgery or suffer rejection due to child labor laws, up-and-coming performers lie about their age to score roles that could advance their acting careers. He also published recipes for lentil and split pea dip with roasted garlic naan and veal chops with mixed peppercorns on lentils, so the lentil ban was clearly reprieved at some point. Jada Delaurentis can't stand coconut. It's rumored that this Food Network star doesn't actually eat anything she cooks. Allegedly, celebrity chef Jada Delaurentis keeps her thin appearance by spitting food out into a dump bucket after filming. Her rep denies the rumor, and we've reported that she does plenty of eating, but there are a few ingredients she can't stand. We're here to look at actors who lied about their age to get one or, in some cases, multiple roles in movies or TV shows. Mila Kunis wasn't exactly legal on that 70s show. Although she appeared in many movies and TV shows beforehand, Mila Kunis had to lie about her age in order to score the role of Jackie Burkhart on the iconic sitcom That 70s Show. While on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno in 2012, the talk show host asked her how old she was when she was cast in That 70s Show. She told people that she hates green peppers so much, no green peppers will ever be found in any of her recipes. That might be true, but it's not the case for her second most hated ingredient, coconut. She might not be sipping on piña coladas, but she has made a few coconut recipes over the years, including a chocolate coconut cake, a Thai-style curry made with coconut milk, and a weird one for Halloween called coconut bones, a coconut-crusted pizza dough breadstick situation. Seeing as she's adamant about not eating coconut at all in anything, we're pretty sure she utilized the dump bucket when she tested these recipes. Anne Burrell hates salmon and blue cheese. This Food Network star wasn't just sued for discrimination against female employees. She also discriminates against a few ingredients, too. Kunis responded, "Legally, I was 14. I told them that I was a little bit older, before Leno interrupted and asked if she meant 14 and a half. Turns out he was a couple of years off." Anne Burrell told people that she doesn't care for salmon or blue cheese. Kunis explained that she was in 9th grade and pretty 14, but she told the That 70s Show team that she was going to be 18, which she doesn't consider a lie since she was eventually going to be 18. While she doesn't hate them to the point that she'll spit them out, she can taste both of them and understand if the dish is prepared well. She would never, ever sit down and eat a plate of salmon. The culinary instructor in Burrell doesn't shy away from cooking with these ingredients for her viewers, though. They figured it out sooner or later, Kunis said. She has plenty of salmon recipes on the Food Network site, and she cooked salmon on her show Secrets of a Restaurant Chef. The same is true for blue cheese. But that's okay. Obviously, being 18 and becoming 18 are entirely different. She once prepared an appetizer featuring figs stuffed with gorgonzola and walnuts on The Rachel Ray Show. Ray tried the finished product at the end of the clip, but Burrell was never filmed trying the blue cheese stuffed bite. Martha Stewart thinks truffle oil is hideous. There are a few foods Martha Stewart has been vocal about disliking, including everyone's favorite grilled chicken breast. She told Today that it's not her style, and she would never have a salad with grilled chicken at her house. You can't exactly be a lifestyle guru without showing your fans how to make grilled chicken salads, though, and she has more than a few versions on her site, including a grilled Cobb and an avocado salad. Chicken isn't the only ingredient that Stewart dislikes. She once called truffle oil a hideous thing. She's not alone in this aversion. Alton Brown, Anthony Bourdain, and Gordon Ramsay have all strongly advised against using truffle oil. Despite her hatred, though, Stewart features a roasted mushrooms with rabiola and truffle oil recipe on her wedding's website, and she once made herb and truffle oil popcorn with chefs David Boulay and Patrick O'Connell on her show. If the people behind that '70s show found out sooner about Kunis' real age, then she may not have gone on to score bigger roles as Meg from Family Guy and Lily from Black Swan. Plus Kunis made them think she was 18, and that takes talent. Sandra Bullock lied her way into Love Potion No. 9. Although Sandra Bullock had starred in 3 other movies prior to the release of 1992's Love Potion No. 9, it was still an important enough movie to lie about her age for. When O'Connell introduces the secret ingredient, white truffle oil, Stewart asks if it's the real thing, or the fabricated thing. He assures her it's real and it smells fabulous, to which Stewart unconvincingly responds, "Yeah, okay." No wonder we didn't see her take a bite of the popcorn when it finished. Gordon Ramsay worked for airlines for years but refuses to eat plain food. Many airlines have partnered with first-class chefs to step up their in-flight offerings, but one of their culinary consultants refuses to eat the food he designed. In 1992, Bullock told talk show host Barbara Walters, via Screen Rant, that the people behind this rom-com were apparently looking for a 29-year-old actress to play biologist Diane Farrow. Bullock was either 27 or 28 around that time, yet she still convinced these filmmakers that she was the right age. That was not the only time that Bullock lied about her age, however. Bullock told Detour magazine, via Nikki Swift, "After a while, you really have no idea how old you are because you've lied so many times. I always said I would never lie, but one time when I didn't, it worked against me. So I figure you just keep them guessing." The actress hasn't mentioned which other movies she lied herself into, but since Love Potion no. In an interview with Refinery 29, celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay admitted, "There's no ******ing way I eat on planes. I worked for airlines for 10 years, so I know where this food's been and where it goes, and how long it took before it got on board." His claim that airplane food is questionable actually carries weight. In an interview with Fortune, former LSG Sky Chef's planning manager Alf Pommells admits that most food is brought in frozen. 9 was a critical and commercial failure. Was all that trouble worth it? Lawrence Fishburne aged into his role in Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now is often considered one of the greatest movies of all time, so it's no wonder why Lawrence Fishburne lied about his age to score a supporting role in the 1979 film. Once you account for the storage and thawing time, the food might be 2 or 3 days old before it hits your fold-down seat table. Ramsay might have consulted with Singapore Airlines for a decade to improve the food, but that doesn't mean he's going to eat it. Ironically enough, Ramsay named his restaurant in Heathrow Plain Food, and he reportedly eats there when he flies out of Terminal 5. Aaron Sanchez says green bell peppers are flavorless. When you think of Mexican cuisine, peppers are one of the first things to come to mind.
Celebrity chef Aaron Sanchez might use certain types of bell peppers in his cooking, and his recipes are no stranger to spicy chilies of all varieties, but he hates cooking with green bell peppers. Although the actor was 14 at the time of casting, he told the filmmakers that he was 16 to land the role of 18-year-old Tyrone, Mr. Clean, Miller. In 2013, Fishburne explained on George Stroumboulopoulos Tonight that he thought director and co-writer Francis Ford Coppola saw through his lies but ultimately cast him after asking a young secretary if she believed Fishburne was 18, to which she replied, "Yeah, I guess so." Funnily enough, filming took so long that Fishburne was 17 when it finally finished. This white lie not only advanced Fishburne's acting career but also led him to save someone else's life. Apocalypse Now lead Martin Sheen told Access Hollywood, via Digital Spy, in 2012 that, When writing the autobiography along the way with his son Emilio Estevez, he was stunned to learn that Fishburne saved Estevez from drowning on set. "We didn't have a clue that had happened." He told the Food Network, "I like red bell peppers and yellow bell peppers. But green bell peppers just don't taste like much of anything." Sanchez never had a blow-up moment about green peppers on Chopped like co-judge Scott Conant with the raw onions, and most of his recipes indeed call for the other colorful varieties of bell peppers. "I want to call Lawrence and thank him," said Sheen. "I would have gone up and hugged and kissed him and thanked him, on the set. But I didn't have a clue." In the end, one lie ironically led to many good things. Gabrielle Carterus lopped off 8 years to move into Beverly Hills, 90,210. A 29-year-old Gabrielle Carterus lied about her age in order to play 16-year-old Andrea Zuckerman on the classic teen drama Beverly Hills, 90,210. Her last appearance on the original series was in 2000, yet Carterus didn't publicly discuss this lie until 2011 when she spoke with Access Hollywood. "They didn't know, I lied," said Carterus. "I actually talked to a lawyer about how could I sign these contracts and lie about my age and still be able to do the show. We did spy a few recipes where he sneaks a few of those flavorless green peppers in, though. Is it okay? And, yes it is, as long as you just say you're over 21. Unfortunately, Carterus could not hide the truth forever. You'll find a sautéed green bell pepper in his recipe for huitlacoche salsa, made with a corn fungus that's considered a delicacy in Mexico. A magazine that she would not name conducted an interview on the show with somebody else, who asked Carterus' agent about how old she was. The actress continued to remain tight-lipped about her age, but this magazine illegally found it in the DMV. "I thought, this is it. I'm gonna lose the job, there's no way," said Carterus. By that time, the show had been on long enough, so it was okay. After she left Beverly Hills, 90,210 as a regular cast member in 1995, Carterus amassed many performances in film, television, and video games. He also uses them in the sofrito for his chicken fricassee recipe, too. Guy Fieri can't stand eggs. It's been well documented that celebrity chef Guy Fieri hates eggs. It's almost hard to watch the episode of Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives where Andrew Zimmern tries to make him eat a pizza with sunny side-up eggs. She would also become the second national president of the Combined Screen Actors Guild and American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, SAG-AFTRA, in 2016. Would Carterus still have all of this if she didn't lie about her age? Carla Gagino fibbed on her troupe Beverly Hills induction form. Although she appeared on several TV shows beforehand, Carla Gagino made her motion picture debut in the 1989 cult classic troupe Beverly Hills and had to lie about her age in order to have a role in the film. Over 30 years later, Gagino spoke with celebrity cook Rachel Ray about the movie and how she got the part of Chica Barnfell. "I was 16, but I lied and said I was 14 to get the job," said Gagino. "I told the director when it was far enough into the movie and I knew they couldn't fire me." He doesn't say anything when the liquid chicken is cracked onto the pizza, but he looks like he might throw up when the chef takes the jiggling eggs out of the oven. As she's slicing the pizza, he screams in horror, "No, don't cut through the yolk." He's not quite so disgusted when he shares his recipe for Loco Moco on Guy's Big Bite, though. Somehow, we doubt this is the recipe he actually makes at home given that pizza reaction. He plates the Loco Moco, complete with 2 sunny side-up eggs. But when he digs into the dish, you never see him break the yolks, and he never touches a bite with egg. You'll also find quite a few egg items on his restaurant menus. It's more than just a hard-boiled egg on a Cobb salad, too. One of the smokehouse specialties at Guy Fieri's Smokehouse Louisville includes a sunny-side topped grilled bone and ribeye, and, gasp, a whole lotta eggy breakfasts at Guy's sandwich joint. Ree Drummond hates, abhors, loathes, and recoils at the sight of bananas. One of the things we love about the pioneer woman is her open, honest, down-to-earth demeanor. She doesn't hold back, including when it comes to her least favorite food, bananas. And he was like, "I never would have hired you had I known you were 16. The actress also explained why she looked so tall in the photo that Ray showed earlier in the interview. "I will never be taller than my peers," said Gagino. In an interview with Today, she confessed that she won't go near anything involving bananas, but that doesn't mean she won't cook them for her fans. Even though she is 100% anti-banana, she knows there are a lot of people out there who love the wretched things. There are exactly 2 banana recipes written by Drummond on the Pioneer Woman website. her mother's banana bread and a hilarious recipe for bananas Foster. In true pioneer woman style, Drummond peppers her hatred for the fruit into every possible moment of the recipe, exclaiming, "Yuck!" and advising that readers cut the banana inside the peel so you don't have to touch it with your hands, saying, "The evil might melt your fingertips." No wonder we love her so much. But in this one I am, because they're all 2 years younger than me. As Gagino got older, she accepted roles in more mature movies such as Sin City and Watchmen. Hopefully, she didn't have to lie about her age to score those parts. Nicolas Cage was too young for Fast Times at Ridgemont High. The 1982 stoner comedy Fast Times at Ridgemont High marked the earliest film appearance for Nicolas Cage, who had to lie about his age to get the part. Although the movie revolves around high school students, its casting directors looked for 18-year-olds due to the occasionally explicit nature of the film's subject matter. The 17-year-old Cage falsely claimed he was 18 when he auditioned for the lead role of Brad, but it ultimately went to Judge Reinhold. He was still cast in the film as Brad's bud, but the role was much less significant. In the end, her bananas Foster smells so good and she gets the urge to take a few small bites. The verdict? She didn't die, and it wasn't half bad, but she did make sure to get only tiny pieces of banana. "I must have auditioned for the Judge Reinhold part 10 or 11 times," Cage told Huffington Post in 2012. After that, she skipped the banana altogether and went for the ice cream and sauce sans any chunks of fruit. French celebrity chef Jean-Christophe Novelli dislikes onions. Michelin-starred chef and host of Bravo's Chef Academy, Jean-Christophe Novelli, is proof that even professional chefs can be picky eaters. In an interview with the Belfast Telegraph, Novelli admits that he hates ketchup, doesn't care for cakes and biscuits with cinnamon, and when it comes to vegetables, he says, "I like garlic a lot, I dislike onions." Onions. Unfortunately for Novelli, that means he can't eat most of his creations, because the tear-inducing allium makes a frequent appearance in his recipes. Take his French onion soup, for example. "I was underage, so I couldn't get it because I couldn't work as many hours." Despite his minuscule role in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Cage would continue to star in many more films such as Raising Arizona, Moonstruck, and Face Off. He would also win a Best Actor Oscar for his performance in 1995 romantic drama Leaving Las Vegas. He describes the soup as streets ahead of other good, hearty soups, and says his book wouldn't be complete without it. Would all of that have happened if Cage didn't lie about his age? Rachel McAdams faked her way into multiple roles. While Rachel McAdams has played many young people throughout her career, the entertainment magazine Radar claimed that she supposedly lied about her age just to get those roles. On an episode of Saturday Cooks, he even describes it as one of his favorite recipes. But when he talks about a way to take the bitterness out of normal, conventional onions by soaking them in milk for several hours, and the host asks if the method works, Novelli hesitantly responds, "Apparently. I mean, I'm not too sure." At one point, IMDb.com said McAdams was 28, while a November 2005 Details magazine profile listed her age as 29. But, "I've tried and it did make some result." Not very convincing. J.C. McAdams's then publicist, Aim Van Eyden, denounced the latter, so a Details source said the publication would only run a correction after Van Eyden clarified that IMDb had been notified of its error. As of May 2007, when the Radar piece was published, IMDb still listed McAdams' age at that point as 30.
Elle magazine wrote about McAdams for its April cover of that year, saying, IMDb states, her age is 30, but is really, truly, ask her mother, 28. The actress rep told Radar that she was indeed 28, but a source involved with one of her then recent movies said that it was no secret among the producers, that she cut off a couple of years in interviews but added them back when she was up for parts that called for a more mature actress. The point of all this? It may explain why McAdams played a high school student in Mean Girls when she was 24 years old. Whoopi Goldberg's true age was a secret. Whoopi Goldberg had to lie about her age long before she would become one of the few performers to win an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. The Renaissance woman told The Washington Post in 1986 that she giggles about the secrets contained on her California driver's license, which included her real age, 30, instead of the widely publicized age of 35 that she used to get jobs. That same article stated that Goldberg was a welfare mother 2 years prior, so she had somewhat of a reason to lie about her age. Funnily enough, Goldberg would go on to play an ageless character named Guinan in the television series Star Trek: The Next Generation. This humanoid bartender was from the L. Orion species and was born sometime before the late 19th century, but her exact age was never specified, adding to her mysterious nature. Knowing how Goldberg got her start in Hollywood, she must have enjoyed playing a character who didn't have a specific age. Jessica Chastain has been vague about her age. Jessica Chastain has starred in a number of high-profile films throughout her career such as Zero Dark 30 and Interstellar, yet she will not reveal her actual age to the public. As Chastain explained to The Independent in 2013, while she was supposedly 35 at the time, "I will never say my age because I'm an actress, and I want to play different ages." This perspective makes sense since Hollywood has a long history of ageism that is still debated to this very day. Chastain would once again discuss age in film almost 2 years later. In response to Russell Crowe saying that older women want to play younger roles, Chastain exclaimed at the 2014 National Board of Review Awards Gala, via Cosmopolitan, "I think Russell keeps getting his foot stuck in his mouth. There are some incredible actresses in their 50s and 60s that are not getting opportunities in films, and for someone to say there are plenty of roles for women that age, that is not someone who's going to the movie theater." While Chastain isn't likely to act alongside Crowe in the near future, she was at least speaking her mind with these comments. Humphrey Bogart's real birthday was disputed. Humphrey Bogart is best known for starring in classic Hollywood movies such as The Maltese Falcon and Casablanca, but the fact-checking website Snopes revealed that his actual birthday, and age, has always been up for debate. Throughout his career, studio biographies listed Bogart's birthday as Christmas Day of 1899. Later accounts, such as Clifford McCarty's The Complete Films of Humphrey Bogart, claimed that the Warner Brothers publicity department had changed the star's birthday to December 25, to foster the view that a man born on Christmas Day couldn't really be as villainous as he appeared to be on screen. Snopes clarified that this real explanation is not true for several reasons. First off, Bogart always celebrated his birthday on Christmas Day and listed it on official records, including his marriage license. Bogart's biographers, A.M. Sperber and Eric Lax, have even said, while his birth certificate appears to be lost, the Ontario County Times, which kept tabs on the region's notables, announced in its January 10, 1900, issue, "Born, at New York, December 25, 1899, to Dr. and Mrs. Belmont de Forest Bogart, a son." State and federal census records also state that Bogart was born on December 25, 1899. In this case, it seems certain that an actor's stated birthday was the real thing.